We won't know until we go.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you guys, the day might be coming soon,
Oh,
according to some conspiracy theories.
Like what?
So, we have an eclipse coming up,
Oh my god.
April 8th, 2024, right?
We have so many fucking eclipses. Like,
yeah, but here's the thing. So, like,
yeah.
I noticed, but then at first I was like, oh, cool, we had an eclipse coming. Great. We have one every like 20 years, whatever, blah, blah.
There's different types.
Well, different types of eclipse. But this is the
yeah.
total eclipse we have every 20 years, I think. Or the next one's going to be in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, whatever, another eclipse. I'll just see one when I get older, whatever.
right.
But then I started seeing people like putting out conspiracy theories like, oh, this is the end of the world, biblical prophecies are coming up and shit like that. And then I was like, okay, it's just out there some crazy people saying shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then I started seeing videos of governors and
What?
politicians saying like they're putting a state of an emergency out. They're calling out the Coast Guard, or not Coast Guard, what is it? The military, the state military.
Dude, if
National Guard
and stuff to help support and stuff like this. So now I'm curious, right? I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this fucking eclipse, right?
Yeah.
So I started doing some research. So I don't know if you guys want to learn a little bit about eclipses.
Yeah, sure.
But
sure, why not?
So the sun is huge, right?
Yeah.
The moon is 400 times smaller than the
Right.
sun, and it's 400 times closer to Earth. So that's why it's able to do the pass, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the number 400 is important with the conspiracy.
Oh, four.
Yeah. And the next one in the US is supposed to be not for another 20 years. 2044 is the next total eclipse we're going to have, right? The last eclipse we had was in 2017, which was a total eclipse. And now this is where the superstition and fun stuff happens.
Oh.
So while science explains the eclipse, superstitions abound, with many considering it as a bad omen. The eclipse path, where it's going to be doing the total eclipse, crosses over a place called Little Egypt, and it has other biblical references like Salem and stuff like that. So the one that happened a few years ago, it crossed over, I think, like 7 cities named Salem, which is another name for Jerusalem.
Okay.
Right now, if you take 2017's eclipse and the one that's coming up, it makes an X basically, which is a Jewish letter called Tav, which means 400.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then if you put the eclipse that we had last year in October 23, it makes another letter called Aleph, and it basically is like the beginning. It means God. So together, the numerical number of Tav is 400. That's why they're like comparing the 400 distance and stuff like that.
Right.
But Tav is also the ending of the alphabet, so it's the beginning of the end. And the eclipse that's happening in a few days, it's gonna go start at Jonah in Texas, which there's only 2 states in Jonah called Texas. I mean, 2 states in the US called Jonah. And then it's gonna cross over where the other press crosses, and it's gonna cross against like Little Egypt. There's a place called Devil's Kitchen Lake over there.
Oh yeah, I'm from
and all this stuff. And after it passes Jonah, it's gonna pass 2 of the 9 cities or 7 cities called Nineveh. And the reason that's significant is because in the Bible, Jonah goes to Nineveh to warn them about their sinful ways, and judgment is coming.
Oh wow.
Right?
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so this is all shit's happening, right? So now that's why they're saying this is a biblical, like, end times are coming. Last year we had the eclipse, right? And it was 7 days after the Gaza invasion or Gaza war started. Literally a week after that happened.
Right.
So now they're like trying to put everything all together.
Very interesting.
So that is basically
But every time they
the conspiracy theory. I had to go to fucking Christian YouTube to get all this information. This shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like Christian, like apocalyptic YouTube. I was like,
Crazy.
what the fuck? And I was verifying all the information and shit, right? So now I'm getting that. Now I'm all right, let's go back to the real world and see what's actually going on. So the reason, but the politicians and everything is calling for National Guard and everything is because now you think about these small towns is going through, I mean, Texas is pretty big, but you got like towns in Illinois, Wisconsin, all these things where this thing's gonna be crossing over, and they're small towns, their population of a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand. Now there's data showing that there's gonna be thousands of people because it's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for a lot of people to go view this thing. So they're literally taking days off to go travel wherever the total eclipse is going to be.
Right.
And these small towns are going to be overrun, basically. They're used to having And they don't even know if they're allowed if these people are going to be coming, but just this is what the data is showing. So the small towns don't even want to buy water and stuff because they're like, what if we buy all this water and no one shows up?
I see.
But then if they do show up, there's going to be shortages of water, food, shelter.
So the government's calling for help.
That's why, yeah. Okay. So that's why the government's calling National Guards and everything to sum it all up.
Every time they do the whole end of the world, it never happens.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Y2K, 2012.
You know why? You know why, right? Because of the Men in Black.
They keep us safe, bro.
They keep us safe. Dude.
Dude.
No, it's because of CERN, bro. We're teleporting different dimensions.
It's the secret agency that we don't know about. Bro, they're saving us and we don't know.
I gotta research this shit. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure. But...
Nah, bro, it's CERN, bro. It's CERN. They're teleporting us to different dimensions every time the world's about to end. That's why the world's like weird.
Well, let me ask you then, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the end of the world in a biblical sense or the alien invasion type of end of the world?
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh, that's tough.
I already know my answer.
Thank you for watching WAKU Radio. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button. This that high-tech HVAC flow. You good to turn the heat up. Y'all must have got amnesia. Forgot how to chew a beat up. Cooking up the track. I'm the baker just like Anita.